Browsing and searching the School of Education's community in UWI Space. This tutorial will provide an introduction to browsing and searching the School of Education's community in UWI Space. UWI Space was established by the libraries of the University of the West Indies to support the dissemination of knowledge. It seeks to do this by providing open access to the digitally preserved intellectual output of the university. It is intended to collect together in one place the research and scholarship of members of the UWI community. The School of Education, popularly called the SOE, established its community in UWI Space to preserve and disseminate the digital documents produced by its members with respect to their research, teaching, and management functions. To access UWI Space, go to the homepage of the University of the West Indies at sta.uwi.edu. Select the Alma Jordan Library under Information about Research and Libraries. On the home page of the Alma Jordan Library, select UWI Space in the Collections column on the left side of the page. To access the SOE community, select UWI St. Augustine under Communities in UWI Space on the left side of the UWI Space homepage. Select Faculty of Humanities and Education under Sub-Communities within this community. Select School of Education under Sub-Communities within this community. At present, there are 3 sub-communities in the SOE community, namely Academic Research, Administrative Records, and Student Research. Although the framework for the collections in these communities has been set up, many of the collections do not yet contain material. We expect these collections to be populated in due course. We will now focus on the collections in the Academic Research sub-community and the Project Reports collection in the Master of Education (MEd) community of the Student Research sub-community. Select Academic Research. Select Student Research. And the Project Reports collection in the Master of Education (MEd) community of the Student Research sub-community. Select Project Reports. We will now return to the Academic Research sub-community for an overview of its collections. The Academic Research sub-community contains journal articles, monographs, books, conference papers, research reports, occasional papers, technical reports, and an archive of newspaper articles from a now defunct weekly column that the SOE had in the Daily Express. Select Conference Papers and Proceedings. Only the Conference Proceedings community has content at this time. Select Conference Proceedings. You will see that the 2 collections in this community are the 2007 Biennial Cross-Campus Conference in Education and the 2013 UWI Schools of Education Biennial Conference. We will now examine the Published Papers sub-community in the Academic Research community. Select Published Papers. You will observe that this community has provision for 4 collections: book chapters, books, Education Perspective, the defunct newspaper column, and journal articles. The book chapters collection is the only one that has no content at this time. The final sub-community in the academic research community is SOE publications. Select SOE publications. You will note that this community contains Caribbean Curriculum, an annual peer-reviewed journal of the SOE, a monograph series, an occasional papers series, and a technical report series. The second collection we will be exploring is the Project Reports collection in the Master of Education community of the Student Research sub-community. The MED Project Reports community contains two collections. 1. The abstracts of all MED projects done at the SOE from 2006, and 2. The full text of projects that have attained an A or high B+ grade, and whose authors have given authorization for the studies to be made available through UWI Space. Having identified the content of these two communities in UWI Space, we will now explore how you can access this content. First, you can browse the communities. See the Browse This Community command on the right of the page. The Browse function allows you to go through the community in a specified order. Browse by issue date allows you to move through a list of all items in the SOE community in ascending or descending chronological order. Browse by authors allows you to move through an alphabetical list of all authors of items in the SOE community in ascending or descending alphabetical order. Browse by titles allows you to move through an alphabetical list of all titles of items in the SOE community in ascending or descending alphabetical order. Browse by subjects allows you to move through an alphabetical list of subjects assigned to items in the SOE community in ascending or descending alphabetical order. Another way to access content in the SOE community is to use the search function. To search the entire SOE community, enter your search term in the search bar on the main School of Education page. The word or words you enter in the search box will be searched against the title, author, subject, abstract, series, sponsor, and identifier fields of each item's record. For example, let us search for student evaluation. The results show that there are 1,001 items in the School of Education community that are relevant to the search term, and these are presented in 101 pages with 10 items per page. If you want to limit your search to the Master of Education community of the Student Research sub-community, navigate to that sub-community and enter your search term in the search bar on that page. The results show that there are 353 items in the Master of Education community that are relevant to the search term, and these are presented in 36 pages with 10 items per page. To increase the precision of your search, when you are using multiple words as a phrase, put quotation marks around the phrase. This will return fewer results, but these are likely to be more relevant to your needs. Let us enter student evaluation with quotation marks in the Master of Education community. The results show that there are now only 13 items relevant to the search term. This reflects the impact of including the quotation marks to make the search more precise. Yet another way to access the content of the SOE collection is to use the Discover function. The author, subject and date issued facets on the right pane of the community and collection pages can be used to discover records by a specific author, on a specific subject, or issued on specific dates. The entries in this pane are arranged in order by the number of items associated with a name, term, or date range. You now know what is contained in the SOE community in UWI Space and how to search for this content. We now look at how you retrieve records from the SOE community. Each entry in the SOE community consists of two parts. 1. A record for the document including author information, year of publication, and an abstract. And 2. A downloadable PDF file of the document. When you have searched for items on a particular topic, the result list will contain a list of hyperlinked titles of documents relevant to your search. For example, let us search for student evaluation as a phrase in the SOE publications community. The results page shows 4 records relevant to our search. We will check on the title of the first item on the list, and the record for that document will be displayed. Scroll to the bottom of the record to the section labeled Files in this item. Click either on the link to the PDF in the Files column or the page image in the View column to get a copy of the document. You can now print, save, or email a copy of the article. We hope that the information contained in this tutorial was beneficial to you and that it will enhance your research experience in UWI Space. UWI Space, your resources working for you.